It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Harris running straight ahead, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So the completion gets them just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 49.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Well, anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. A bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Take it at the 37. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards. Another run for Murray on 2nd down, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Let's go one more. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First and 10, here's Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they're going to get this up to midfield. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Mike's 47. Mike's 43. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home,
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On first and 10, it's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Got it here at the 29 on second and 8.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
They hand this off to Harris, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back to throw, Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Alert, alert, alert. Check 52.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, Sutton, a nice catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Hey, gotta go, in and out, let's go. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Up the middle, Murray. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Pickett to his tight end, Freiermuth, for the Steeler first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Check 55 to Mike. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Check. I got wide. Hey, watch edge.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and 1, Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run here. It's Murray. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On the return is Olszewski. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Pickett now on 1st down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Pickett back to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DJ Jones never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Open man here is Gentry. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Murray running right. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Off play action, Pickett. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. 77 yards rushing for him now to this point. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Here's Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Pickett. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
All day. I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Pickett will try to throw for this. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw hauled in by Washington. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now In this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And great running after the catch turns that into a really big gain. That's the good news, but keep in mind here, the clock running.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Pickett. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Pickett lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
So now the Broncos offense will come out here as he'll try to add on 2 more. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.